Hello, friends. So, as some of you might know, um, I follow the 80-10-10 diet, and I follow um, Freely's Raw Till 4 program. Um, so that just basically means that I eat um, breakfast and lunch and any snacks, although I don't normally snack, um, raw, completely raw food, and then my dinner and anything after dinner is cooked. And typically I have fruit for breakfast, either fruit or a salad for lunch, and then with dinner, potatoes, rice, corn or pasta sometimes, but not as often. And usually I'll pair that with a salad as well, but not as big as my lunch salad. So 80% of my calories are coming from carbohydrates, and 10% from fats, and 10% from protein, or less for the fat and protein, and more for the carbs. A lot of days I have 90% carbs, and those carbs are typically monosaccharides, simple sugars that get turned into glucose or fructose um, during the beginning of the day, and then complex carbs, disaccharides and polysaccharides at the end of the day, starches mainly. So I'm very interested in the fruitarian diet, and finding out, are we meant to eat starches, as Dr. McDougall would say? Um, are we meant to eat fruit? Are we meant to be fully raw? Um, and all those kinds of questions. And I was just reading an article on rawfoodexplained.com about the classifications of carbohydrates. And it says the monosaccharide is the most important carb in human nutrition because it is the one that the body fuses directly to supply its energy needs. Glucose is formed from the hydrolysis of di and polysaccharides, including starch, dextrin, and maltose, sucrose, and lactose from the monosaccharides, fructose largely during absorption, and from both fructose and galactose in the liver during metabolism. And it just goes on and on. I mean, it's a long article. It's very interesting. I'll read it if I'll link to it in the comments. But I guess why I decided to make this video is because I had a very interesting thought, and that was that I mean, I agree that carbs are our best source of energy, and that sugars, glucose is what our body utilizes for energy. It's what our brain runs on, etc. But if that is the case, then wouldn't that mean that you would get more energy from 1,000 calories of carbs, sugars, whatever, than you would from 1,000 calories of something mixed? Like, say I put a plate of fruit in front of you, 1,000 calories of it. Obviously, that'd be a lot of fruit, but still. And then I put a plate of, some mashed potatoes, some green beans, some lentils, 1,000 calories worth. Would you get more energy from the fruit than the cooked protein, fat, carb mix plate? Because if it's true, I mean, that you get more energy from glucose, then it would make sense that you would get more energy from the fruit, even though it's still 1,000 calories of each, and a calorie is energy potential. So that's kind of just what I thought of, and I wanted to hear people's opinions on it. Maybe someone has read something. I would probably, I'm going to look into it further and probably make a follow-up video, but I feel like it has interesting implications, just because I often watch Harley's videos, and, he crushes in the calories, the carbs, 3,000, 4,000, and up, and that's very typical, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but just that is it actually necessary, I guess, for everyone to sustain their energy levels, because I think if you eat 1,000 calories of awesomeness, that's better than 1,000 calories of crap in terms of energy. Obviously, I always feel more energetic when I have fruit than um, fats and proteins, but still, so something to consider. Thanks for watching. I have to get back to my work. So yeah, and I will probably be making a video later in the week.